start with some breaking news coming in from the national capital. The centre has announced compensation for Stampede victims, rupees 10 lakhs for aid for family of deceased, rupees 2.5 lakh aid for seriously injured, and rupees 1 lakh aid for those with minor injuries. Stampede horror took place at New Delhi railway station with 18 people dead at the stampede. 9 women, 4 men and 5 children are among the dead. Injured being treated at LNJP Hospital and Lady Hardinge Hospital. The compensation is for deceased in the stampede. I'm going to go over to my colleague Ashutosh Mishra, who's going to join us with more details on this. Ashutosh, we're learning that the centre has announced compensation for the families of the deceased, those who died due to the stampede at the New Delhi railway station. But do you really think that this compensation is enough at this point? The stampede taking place at a place like New Delhi railway station, which should ideally have been prepared for something as big as the Mahakumbh, with lots of people coming in, so such a crowd, it should have been prepared.
Looks like the government did not learn any lesson what had happened in Prayagraj during the Kumbh. And remember that tragedy. And if all this, perhaps all these machineries, and in fact, when you're promoting Kumbh at this scale, that also requires the scale of preparations. Of course, there have been many such stampede-like situation or the train tragedy. You announce compensation and then, wait for the another tragedy, even at the platform. Something very interesting that I found is that how even the railways, all the display boards are promoting the Kumbh event, requesting people to be part of it. Now, this is exactly the Prayagraj Express, so that I see exactly the same times. 9:15 is the usual time. I have boarded this train many times. One train that leaves New Delhi to Prayagraj, and subsequently the another train that leaves Prayagraj to New Delhi. So by the earlier train yesterday, which led to that mission, probably has arrived to Prayagraj station. This is the train which started from Prayagraj and have just arrived to New Delhi railway station. I was just speaking to the coach attendant, explaining that ever since the Kumbh started, this was all a beginning of a massive chaotic situation in such premium trains like this. Even the third AC, second AC or the first AC like premium passenger, where the commuters are paying much way charges than the ordinary coaches. Then still you see, particularly on the dates of Shahi Snan, the auspicious occasions, these all not just compartment are flooded, but even the service area where you have the people using the lavatories and other areas are totally flooded with the people. In fact, I just spoke to the coach attendant in the previous report, you saw Bhagat Ram, who was not actually eyewitness, who was a coach attendant. He said that even during giving a call to RPF, there is no hearing. And on the next onward stations, when you have a boarding for the 4 or 5 commuters, along with them, there are 60 to 70 who also board the train. And by the time it reaches to Prayagraj, you have only number of head counts that cannot be counted. And in this kind of situation, the one word that comes in a mind is a crowd management. There is totally failure of the railway administration to manage the crowd. Had there been a crowd management system placed, now as I said, there are multiple CCTV cameras. If there are train delays, if there is announcement, like you see the frequent announcement is being done about the information regarding the trains, if there is a platform change of any particular train, if there are trains are delayed, and when you anticipate that people are flooded and taking advanced tickets to visit Prayagraj, even at the counters which are right outside the platform, both at Paharganj side and Ajmeri Gate side, when you have the commuters who are purchasing ticket to visit Prayagraj, which are not confirmed tickets, like in these 2-tier or the 3-tier AC compartments, you cannot travel without confirmed tickets. So when people are buying general tickets, people are buying waiting tickets, even the general compartment where you hardly have number of the seats less than 75. Here, the sleeping class has only 52. How can more than 52 people would be possibly adjusted in a compartment? Subsequently, in a general class, when you have a capacity of 70 to 72, if you're selling ticket more than that, imagine if there are 5 to 6 such general class compartments, which total capacity would be around 500 seats. If you're selling more than 500 seats, where will that people go? They will, of course, try to flood in the compartment, and that's exactly where the failure of the railway is. Anticipating the number of people traveling, also the people that are coming to the counter to purchase general ticket or the waiting ticket, in all that likelihood gives an idea and an impression that what could further it lead to. And then subsequently, when you have a 2 platform, literally crowded place, one at Prayagraj holding, another the holding area for the rest of the commuters, and then already thousands of the commuters who are standing at this platform. And then you have a narrow staircase for the arrival and departure. From here, if I could just take you a glimpse of that staircase area, it's extremely narrow. Hardly 100 to 200 people can travel at a time. So when you have people stuck on that, subsequently, you know, the overbridges that are also flooded with the people, because then you have thousands of commuters also boarding another train. Either people are arriving from some parts of the country to New Delhi or departing from New Delhi to their destinations. So all this likelihood, the first steps should have been using the CCTV intelligence, making arrangements of a human force, at least at large, even called reserve force, even called Delhi police or a RPF, and then make a crowd management system. One lesson that they should have learned from Stampede that took place in Prayagraj, in Kumbh, also anticipating that now you'll have thousands of people who will be traveling from Delhi to Prayagraj and different other stations. And despite knowing the fact that your RPF is getting called almost every second day, particularly from the Prayagraj train, that this train is going to be highly congested when people are traveling to Prayagraj for the holy day in Mahakumbh. That's exactly why you should have placed the arrangement, particularly the arrangements like crowd management system. Failure to, the crowd management has led to this stampede, which have killed now 18 innocent people.